Hey folks, this is Duder Does, and welcome to my home. I thought I'd give you all a chance to see what I look like and know that there's a face behind this voice. Um, just want to make a random silly hat vlog. One thing I'm known for is my silly hats, like my pigtails. Um, I'll do these once a week, and I'll wear another silly hat every week. I just want to tell you a little bit about me. I'm 45, born and raised in Oklahoma. I have two brothers, and one sister, a whole bunch of nieces and nephews. I have a lot of likes. I've told you about them in my first video, but I also wanted to let you know a little bit about my background as far as education. I've gone to high school and college, even got a associate's degree in secondary education, which never really did anything with it. But, I've made it through life. I've had some good jobs, bad jobs, and, there's been rough patches in my life, and I've made it through it. And right now, I'm kind of in one, and that's probably part of the reason why I started doing this channel, is to kind of bring me out of the funk that I've been in. This last year's been really rough. Lost my dad in February of last year, and I'm coming up on the anniversary of that. And then in September of last year, let me back up a minute. In April, I was working at Walmart, and it was one of the ones that got closed. And they transferred me to another store, and I worked there for about 4 or 5 months. And then in September, they fired me. Well, I've been struggling ever since trying to find a job. And then I go to Tennessee in October on vacation, come home after the vacation, and find my door kicked in. They took a lot of money, and they took a couple TVs, and that took a lot of wind out of my sails, and it's been really hard to try and find the gumption to get up and start over again. So this channel's my way of doing that. I don't like being down. I don't think anybody likes being down. And you want to try to do something positive to turn things around, and that's what I'm trying to do with this video. Now, you've heard me talk about, martial arts in my first video, and I've done martial arts for about the last 30 years. I started out in Taekwondo when I was 16. Studied under Master D.W. Kong here in Tulsa. Earned my first degree black belt. Not officially. I grew up with his sons, and, we traded ideas and stuff, and I learned a lot more by doing that than actually going through the ranks. In fact, I only got a yellow belt. A green belt under Mr. Kong. But I learned a lot by hanging out with his sons. And then after that, I moved into Rebel Karate. And what Rebel Karate was it was an amalgamation of Taekwondo, Kuk Sool Won, Small Circle Theory Jiu-Jitsu, and Modern Arnis, which is a form of Filipino stick fighting. Master Bill Dixon was my instructor, and I was with him for about 2 years. And even though, again, I didn't really get very high in the ranks, I learned a lot from Mr. Dixon, more than I have with any other instructor I've ever been under. And Mr. Dixon was also a student of Mr. Kong, and so we shared a kinsmanship in that respect. And now that I've learned that Master Dixon passed away last year, I believe it was, And, it's sad to hear that because I really liked learning under him and was looking forward to getting back with him. But it is what it is. We all get older and we don't get younger. That'd be nice if we did, but just the way things are. But I've also studied American Combat Kung Fu under Master Scott Willis, and it's like a hodgepodge, just like American Rebel Karate was. It's a mix of Wing Chun, Shinjitsu, and Kempo. I thought the woman at the door and it was my stupid heater kicking on. But anyway, spent a year or two doing that. And then after that, I just I tried many different martial arts. Aikido, kickboxing, Thai boxing. You name it, I've tried it. In high school, I even picked up White Crane. Picked up some Hung Guards, some monkey style kung fu. So I've got quite a bit of experience under my belt, but there's some other things I would like to learn. Like I would love to learn more Filipino martial arts and look forward to do that in the future. And I would also like to learn Silat. Silat is what many consider the mother art to many Indonesian and Filipino martial arts. And it's still used in combat today, and it's one of the most effective martial arts known out there. And unfortunately, here in Oklahoma, there aren't very many Silat instructors. So, I've just been able to pick up books and read about it and try to learn what I can from those. I don't recommend doing that. Not as a whole, because you don't really get the fine tuning an instructor can give you on a one-on-one basis. In a book you can just read and just practice what you see in the book, but there's no one there to tell you you're doing it right. So, be very careful if you're going to go down that road, but I'm always up for learning something new, and I want you to learn something new too. And something I try to do every day, whether it be trivia or whatever. But I have a son who's 15, and he's a very smart kid, and I'm very proud of him. And if you want to check his YouTube channel out, go for it. His name is E.T. is Bored. E.T. is Bored. B-O-R-E-D. And he's very, very into games, just like I am. I'm a gamer at heart, and I've been gaming since I was in my teens, so it comes natural, and he's really good at it. But he's also, he draws, and he's into computer stuff. So yeah, check him out. I really like the stuff he does, and I think you will too. And all in all, that's really all I wanted to get into, just so you can see my face and let you know that I am a real person. And that I look forward to hearing from you all, whether it be good or bad, because that's how I learned to make this channel better, is by your comments. So give it a thumbs up, thumbs down, but also comment so that I'll know whether or not I'm doing something right. And if you like what I'm doing, subscribe. Until then, I'll see you next time. This is Duger Does saying, do good and deuces.